Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be unboxing my first ever Elephone, the Elephone U Pro. This is the mid-range device from Elephone, and those of you who don't know much about Elephone, let me give you a brief overview. It's a Chinese OEM and they were founded in the end of 2006, about 10 years ago from now, but they were never in the mainstream market as such. But in the last couple of years they have come up with some really nice flagship phones, most of them obviously copying a lot of mainstream brands, but the Elephone U Pro is one of their latest mid-range flagship kind of device with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 inside. So this is the black version. By the way, before unboxing this phone, a huge thanks to Gearbest for sending me this review unit. I will leave links down below to Gearbest, and also I got some affiliate links, guys. So please, should you wish to purchase the Elephone U Pro, please use my affiliate links, as I will earn a little bit of commission. It wouldn't cost you nothing, but it will give me some commission, and that will help the channel and me in getting more phones in the future. Okay, so let's have a look at the back of the box first of all, and let's quickly go through the basic specs. So as you can see, it's got a CPU Qualcomm Snapdragon 660. This is the latest, and I think is the fastest mid-range chipset in the Qualcomm armory at the moment. So the older versions of this chipset are the 650, the slightly overclocked 652 and 653. So this is now the newer chipset to those chipset, and like I said, most likely the quickest mid-range chipset so far. Okay, the phone also has got 6 gigs of RAM, which is fantastic because all this RAM will help in getting the phone some good quick speed in processing apps and everything else. 128 gigs of total internal storage, which is massive and plenty for most of your videos and photos. The front camera has got an 8 megapixel sensor, and you got two 13 megapixel cameras at the back. I'm not too sure about the aperture sizes, but to have two 13 megapixel cameras at the back and one 8 megapixel camera at the front talks a lot about how much Elephone are actually serious about giving people some good camera experience on their smartphones. So you also have the network GSM frequencies from B2 to B8, WCDMA, and all the regular stuff. Okay, but it'll be interesting to see if my 3UK, that's the network I'm with at the moment, would this one be able to pick up and give me 4G services. Do stay tuned, keep watching my channel, guys, and at some point I will definitely let you know if 3UK's 4G service works on the Elephone U Pro here in the UK. Okay, so display is also 5.99 full HD plus with an 18:9 AMOLED flexible infinity display. Now this is basically a dual curve display, same as we have on the Samsung Galaxy phones, so I'll be able to see in how good the phone looks as opposed to the latest Samsung Galaxy Note 8 or the Galaxy S8. Okay, we got a reasonably sized, big enough 3550 milliamp battery for a 5.99 almost 6-inch full HD plus screen. I think 3550 milliamp should be more than enough and should be able to get you through a full day. But please do stay tuned for my full battery video on the Elephone U Pro, and I'll be sharing you my thoughts along with the screen on times on both Wi-Fi and 4G, and I will be reporting in the next few days how good the battery on this phone is. The good thing is it's got the Type-C USB as opposed to the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, which I unboxed just a couple of days ago, and that had the older Type-A, whereas this one has got the Type-C. So well done, Elephone. Also, there's the official website, and like I said to you earlier, this is the black in color phone. Lots of blue unboxings on YouTube, but it's good that Gearbest sent me a black color, so we'll be able to see how the black looks like. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly open the box up and see what do we find inside the box. Okay, so here we go. This is the Elephone U Pro, so let's get this out of the packaging. Okay, there we go. So this is the Elephone U Pro, my first ever Elephone, guys, and I tell you what, the first impression straight away holding in hands is this looks like just another Galaxy. Okay, so I've got here the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, so let's bring the Galaxy Note 8 in, guys. As you can see, it looks pretty much like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, especially when it comes to the dual curved edges. Yeah, and this is a 6.3 inches Samsung Galaxy Note 8 as opposed to a 6-inch Elephone U Pro. So pretty much on par. It looks like a Galaxy, feels like a Galaxy. I will turn the screen on and I'll bring back the Note once again to give you a bit more clearer comparison as opposed to this initial comparison so far. So let's put the phone away for just a moment and let's have a look and see what else do we have in the box. There we go. Alright, so we should be expecting a set of earpieces, of course, and also let's get this out if we can. There we go. So this most likely looks like to me as if it's the USB cable and other stuff. So let's open this up. Okay, so this is the power brick, and this comes with a 2-pin adapter, not a 3 UK pin adapter. Let's have a quick look and see what the rating is like. As you can see, 5 volt 2000 milliamp, then 9 volt 2000 milliamp, and 12 volt 1500 or 1.5 milliamp. So it definitely is a fast charger. So what else do we have here then? There should be a USB cable, type C USB cable. There you go, that's quite nice. So they given us a type C charging cable. At the same time, they also have given us a converter from a type C to a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And it goes to show me that we haven't got any 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the phone. It's a growing trend these days, guys. All new phones are coming out without any 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So that's why they've given you a converter here in the box as well. Opening this up, this most likely is going to be the documentation along with some other bits and bobs. Okay, so let's have a look here. So they've given you a nice screen protector, which is not too bad. Okay, so and by the way, this is a curved screen protector, which is very nice, something you don't see that often. Often people complain with the dual curved screens that they can't find screen protectors. So this is quite nice. They're giving you a curved screen protector, and I'll be installing it at some point later in a few days time to see how this goes on to the screen of the phone. Okay, we also been given obviously a SIM ejector tool, normal to usual stuff, along with some documentation. And it says, as you can see, Elephone U Pro quick start guide. Not interested, most of us. And they've given you a TPU gel case also, and one of my favorites also, the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus came with the same see-through TPU gel case as well, and I was quite happy with that too. So well done to Elephone for providing us with a nice TPU see-through gel case as well. So let's put it down straight away. And there we go. And as you guys know, always I often quote in my unboxings, the one thing I love about see-through cases is that you can see through the color of the phone, and also it doesn't add much weight to the phone. So a nice one, Elephone. So let's put the case away, and now let's turn the phone on. I hope it's got some battery in it. There we go. So this is the Elephone logo. So once the phone boots up, let's quickly go through the basics of the phone. So looking at the bottom of the phone here, you can see you got 2 speaker grills. Most likely one of them is going to be a speaker grill, a type C USB on this side, and you got the antenna bands on the bottom here, both on left and right hand side. Going towards the left of the phone, there's nothing here as such. Up top here, this is probably where you have the SIM tray. I'm interested to see if the phone has got SD card support. I'm not too sure. So let's, like I said, it's my very first Elephone. So let's open the tray up. There we go. So as you can see, guys, it's got the SD card support, and you can, I think this is a hybrid solution. So you can have 2 nano SIMs, or you can have 1 nano SIM or 1 micro SD card. Okay, so let's put the SIM tray back in. Alright, so going up top of the phone, like I said, we got the SIM tray and all that. So noise cancellation mic, along with the antenna bands both on left and right hand side as well. So on the right hand side here, you got the power button along with the volume rocker, and it's looking quite nice. At the back of the phone, as we saw earlier on the box, 2 13 megapixel cameras along with the dual tone LED flash, and we also have a fingerprint sensor at the bottom of the cameras here, so which is looking quite nice. The phone feels very light in the hands as well. It's not too heavy. So let's bring the weighing machine and let's have a look and see how much this phone weighs. If you guys remember from 2 days ago when I weighed the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, it was around 181 odd grams. So it'd be interesting to see how much this phone weighs. Okay, so this is not too bad. It's actually a lot lighter than the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. This is 171 grams, so not too bad at all. Ideally, I think anything around 170-160 for this screen size is the ideal weight. Anything more than that is going to be slightly bit more heavier. That's why I felt the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus was a bit slightly heavier as opposed to the Elephone U Pro. So all in all, the very first impressions are that this looks like exactly like a Samsung Galaxy dual curved phone. Now that the screen is on, let's have a quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 next to it. As you can see guys, it's pretty much like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. The dual curved edges on both the phones are pretty much the same. Note 8's dual curved screen is a bit more stretched towards the edges as opposed to the Elephone's. This one finishes right across here, and there's a bit of bezel here as you can see, whereas in the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 you can see it's a bit more further down towards the edge of the phone. So slightly better implementation from Samsung as opposed to Elephone, as you can see. Like I said, it's got more dual curved edges, but the actual lighting on the screen doesn't go as far as the Samsung does. So it's a good copy, but still I think the refinement on Samsung Galaxy phone is much better than the Elephone. But still, the phone has got a very good form factor, feels very comfortable in the hand, and like I said, it looks like as if you're holding a Samsung Galaxy phone. So let's go through here, skip all this for now. Set up as a fresh brand new phone. So let me hook my Wi-Fi up guys, I'll be back in just a moment. So I've gone through the basic setup and now I've come to the unlock with fingerprint sensor. So let's do a fingerprint sensor test right now. So let's enter a basic pin 1234 1234. I tell you what, the haptic feedback, the touch latency, the feeling is exactly the same as you have on the Samsung Galaxy S8, which is a very positive sign. Normally Chinese OEM phones are not as responsive, but this phone seems very responsive, very fluid in the screen, and whilst I was typing I felt really comfortable. And like I said, the touch latency and the haptic feedback was pretty much on par with the Samsung Galaxy S8. Okay, so the fingerprint sensor is right at the back, like I said to you earlier in the video guys, just below the cameras. So let's press next and see how quickly we can get this done. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm now configuring my left index finger. It's going pretty quick, it's not too bad. Okay, left and tap, left and tap, left and tap again. There we go. So pretty quick. Let's add another one. So I'll also add my right index finger as well. There we go. This is even quicker because I'm naturally a right-handed person, so I'm feeling much more comfortable configuring my right hand index finger. There we go. Pretty quick, and we are pretty much done here. There we go. Okay, done. So, and there we go, we are finally on the home screen with the Elephone U Pro, my first ever Elephone, and I'm obviously a little bit excited to see a brand new phone from a brand new Chinese OEM, an upcoming OEM, and someone I always heard about but never had a chance to play with. And finally I have got a chance now to play with the Elephone U Pro. And once again, a huge thanks to Gearbest for sending me the review unit. And should you wish to purchase guys, I will leave links down below, like I said to you earlier in the video, for Gearbest, and also some affiliate links. Please click on those links should you wish to purchase the handset. It won't cost you nothing, but it will give me a certain bit of commission, and the commission will help me getting new phones and will improve the channel for future. Okay, so let's first of all get in settings and then display, remove the auto brightness like I always do. Okay, it's asking me to update my all this Google Play stuff, so the brightness level goes all the way up. And by the way, this is a super AMOLED screen, looks very punchy, very colorful. It's looking a lot better than the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, which I unboxed a couple days ago guys. So let me just increase the brightness on my Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, and if I was to hold both these phones side by side, I can tell you that the Elephone U Pro has got a bit more punch to the colors because it's obviously an AMOLED screen. Let me see if I can change the wallpaper to slightly more colorful so I can actually see a greenish, maybe something else. Okay, a bit more towards the blackish. Or there we go, let's do that one. So now if you see them both side by side, you'll see the AMOLED screen has got some real punch to it. as opposed to an LCD panel which is on the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. By the way, both these phones are 6 inches. Both have got 18:9 aspect ratio, and as you can see, Elephone have already won this 18:9 ratio war. Like I said, both are 6 inches, and as you can see, the form factor on the Elephone U Pro is a lot better than the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. Obviously, the difference in price is obvious as well. This phone is at least twice the price of the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. It's a bit on the expensive side, but still a lot cheaper as opposed to the competition out there with all the phones which have a Snapdragon 660 and a similar kind of specs. So when it comes to the 18:9 screen ratio, I think the Elephone U Pro looks a lot better than the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. Okay, so now let's have a look at a few more things. This phone, by the way, is running Android Oreo 8.0, which once again is a rarity in Chinese OEMs. The Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus is actually running Nougat 7.1.2, if I remember correctly. There you guys, it says here Android version 7.1.2, which is a bit sad because Xiaomi is a much bigger brand than Elephone, and I expect Xiaomi phones to come with Android Oreo. However, they have promised at some point this year they will give us Android Oreo. A smaller brand like Elephone, they have already given you this Android Oreo 8.0.0 update. There you guys, you can see it comes pre-installed with Android version 8.0.0. Also, they have the latest security patch level 5th of February 2018. So very well done once again, Elephone, for giving your users the latest operating system and also the latest set of security patch level updates. Also, I'm seeing one thing here, the buttons are on screen but the layout is slightly different. So this one is for back, this straight bar here is to go to the home screen, there we go, and this one is I think for multitasking. Yeah, there we go. This is again something new, something which I haven't seen before, so it looks quite nice. Okay, let's get into storage and see how much storage have we got standard without installing any apps on the phone. As you can see here, 14.7 gigs is used out of 128 gigs, so only 11% is used. Everything else is pretty much free on the phone. So for most people out there, there should be plenty for your videos, for your films, for your photos. There should be plenty for you to play with, so not looking too bad. Okay, so far the phone looks very smooth, very nice. Okay, also let's check out the speaker. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I want to see which one has got the actual speaker, which grill has got the speaker, the right or the left. I think it might be the right grill with the speaker, but let's check it out first anyway. Yeah, that's the right one. As you can see, it's that one. To be honest, it's quite loud. I think the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus was slightly more louder than the Elephone, but the good thing is that most Chinese OEMs now have improved a lot on their sound, especially on the speakerphone side, because lots of people tend to listen to music without their earphones. And especially with no 3.5mm headphone jack, lots of people would not like to use the converter, and they would most likely be listening to music on their phones with the speakers. The speaker quality has gone up a little bit in the last year or two. In fact, the Samsung Galaxy S9 is coming with stereo speakers, front-facing speakers. I've already pre-ordered the S9 and I'll be unboxing it on the channel at some point, guys, so please do stay tuned. And I'm very keen to find out how the speakers will be like on the Samsung Galaxy S9. That's the very first time a Samsung Galaxy flagship phone has got front-facing speakers. Okay, so now also let's test the fingerprint sensor. So let's have a look now. This is at the back and see how quickly it opens up. Okay, and not recognized. That's not looking good. Okay, I think probably I tell you what, the first thing I've noticed straight away is that the fingerprint sensor is a bit towards the upper side. It should have been somewhere slightly bit down, somewhere here, which is the ideal location. So that's why I missed it a few times. So now let's do it a few more times and see how it goes. Okay, a few misses again. Not looking too bad. It's okay. But I think the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus is a lot quicker. So let's put them both together and see which one opens up first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, like I suspected, the one on the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus is much quicker, much more easy to access because it's slightly bit lower than the camera. Just there's a bit of gap between the flash and the fingerprint sensor, so this is the ideal location, a bit more low towards the lower side. So this one is a bit difficult to reach and not as easy to guess as it is on the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus. There you go. As you can see, the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus is definitely much quicker. Yeah, despite this phone having a faster chipset, still the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus is definitely more quicker. Anyways, so this is one of those things. Hopefully they will improve with the next OTA update, but for now it's not looking too bad. The speed of the phone looks very nice. The animations and everything looks very, very smooth, very quick and responsive, and especially the touch response on the screen looks very, very nice. Let me just quickly type a few bits and bobs and see how it goes. Hello. You type it. Hello. How are you? Yeah, I'm really finding it very comfortable, this phone. By the way, I hate the Google keyboard. I normally like to use Swift key keyboards. This phone looks very, very smooth. So I can see that my fingers are typing quite nicely, but I can tell you the haptic feedback, the touch sensitivity, the touch latency is absolutely perfect and pretty much on par with the Samsung Galaxy S8, which in my opinion has the best haptic feedback on any Android phone. Okay, so that's my initial impressions of the Elephone U Pro. I will be doing a lot more videos in the days to come. I will be testing the phone, obviously the new Snapdragon 660 for gaming performance, and see if the phone heats up. I'll be taking a few 4K samples, some 1080p samples from the camera as well, and we'll see how that goes. And all in all, I'll be testing the phone for quite a few things in the days and weeks to come. And if you are interested in purchasing this phone, guys, please use my affiliate links underneath the description. That will give me a bit of commission, guys. It won't cost you nothing, but it will help the channel and myself in getting more phones in the future. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. And like always, please subscribe as it helps, and I shall see you in the next video.